Imagine for a moment that you stand on the edge of a vast ocean of possibility. Around you, the currents of the universe are flowing, ready to bring you everything you've ever wanted. But to receive what is meant for you, you must first open yourself up to it. In this moment, you are about to discover how faith acts as the key to unlocking the infinite blessings waiting for you. As Emmet once taught, the very nature of spiritual blessings is that they are boundless, available to all, but only accessible through understanding and alignment. These blessings are not something to be earned or begged for. They are the natural result of a life lived in harmony with universal laws. When we truly tap into the power of faith, we open the door to receiving everything we desire, not just materially, but in terms of peace, joy, and purpose. Faith is the beginning of all spiritual blessings. This is not a passive hope that things might improve. It is a powerful, active belief in the unseen forces that govern the universe. Faith, in this context, is a deep trust in the laws that shape our lives, the invisible forces that are always at work, even when we cannot see them. When you place your faith in these laws, faith in the power of your own mind, faith in the intelligence of the universe, you align yourself with a flow of abundance that is already present, waiting to be received. Many are familiar with the concept of attraction, the law that like attracts like. This principle states that what you focus on, you draw to yourself. But faith is the bridge that connects you to the law of attraction. Without faith, your thoughts are like scattered seeds, incapable of producing the harvest they are meant to. With faith, however, those seeds grow into a bountiful harvest, because faith acts as the soil that nourishes them. Think of your faith as a magnet that draws blessings into your life. It is the force that organizes the chaos of daily existence and channels it into something tangible. Whether it's financial abundance, emotional strength, or spiritual peace, faith aligns you with a universal current that brings all these blessings into your reality. It's not magic. It's the law of the universe at work. Now, you might wonder, how do we develop this kind of unwavering faith? It begins by understanding that faith is not about expecting something outside of yourself to change, but about recognizing the inherent power within you to create change. You begin by acknowledging that you are not just a passive observer of life, you are an active participant, co-creating your reality in collaboration with the universal principles that govern it. This process starts with simple thoughts. Every thought you have holds power. It is either in alignment with your highest good or working against it. Faith gives you the ability to filter your thoughts, to choose those that empower you, and to discard those that limit you. It's not about wishful thinking, it's about purposeful thinking. The key is to focus on what you want, not what you fear. When your thoughts are consistently aligned with your desires, and when they are infused with faith, they move you toward your goal with the certainty of the tide carrying a ship to its destination. This certainty is essential. Without it, we would remain adrift, constantly at the mercy of our fears and doubts. But faith doesn't allow for indecision. Faith provides clarity in moments of confusion, strength in moments of weakness, and confidence in times of doubt. It is the foundational principle that enables you to receive the abundance of life in all its forms. Faith, therefore, is not merely a passive feeling. It is an active force that shapes the world around you. When you practice faith, you are practicing a life of expectation. You are preparing yourself to receive. And in this act of preparation, you open yourself to the full spectrum of blessings that life has to offer. As we continue this journey, let's explore the way in which faith aligns you with the flow of spiritual abundance. You are not waiting for blessings to come to you, but for you to step into the current that is already there, ready to take you where you are meant to go. Now that we've begun to understand the essential role that faith plays in unlocking spiritual blessings, let's dive deeper into how this faith actually connects you to divine abundance. It's one thing to say we have faith, but it's another to understand how faith works as a conduit for receiving the wealth, peace, and joy that are your birthright. The power of faith is not just in believing something exists, but in believing that it is already yours. This is a subtle yet powerful shift in perspective. When we have true faith, we stop seeing ourselves as separate from the abundance of the universe. We realize that abundance isn't a distant concept, available only to a few. It's a force that is present, here and now, within our reach, waiting to flow into our lives. In the realm of spiritual laws, faith is the bridge between the visible and invisible worlds. Imagine you are standing in a room filled with light, but the light is obscured by a curtain. Faith is the act of pulling that curtain back, revealing the radiant abundance that has been there all along. It's a process of recognizing that what you seek is not something outside of you, it is already within you, waiting to be awakened. Faith aligns you with the universal law of attraction. This law is not a mystery, but a straightforward principle. Like attracts like. The energy you put out into the world, your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, returns to you in kind. When you have faith in your own potential, you attract opportunities, people, and situations that support that belief. Faith tunes you into the frequencies of possibility, drawing abundance toward you. The law of attraction works seamlessly when you have unwavering faith in your ability to receive. But here's the catch. The law does not respond to wishful thinking, fleeting desires, or casual hopes. It responds to the conviction of your belief, to the strength of your faith. This is why so many people struggle to manifest what they want. They say they believe, but deep down, their faith is shallow. True faith is rooted in a profound knowing, not just a fleeting hope. It's the unwavering certainty that the universe is working on your behalf, that what is yours by divine right will come to you when the time is right. Think of faith as a magnet. When you are vibrating at a frequency of faith, you pull toward you everything you need. This magnetism extends beyond material wealth. It encompasses every aspect of your life. You draw the relationships, opportunities, and experiences that are aligned with your true purpose. Faith, in this sense, is not passive. It is a dynamic, active force that draws the world around you into alignment with your desires. But how do we develop this level of faith? It's not about some grand, sudden shift in belief. It's the result of a consistent practice, a steady cultivation of trust in the unseen forces at work. Every day, you have the opportunity to reinforce your faith with your thoughts and actions. The more you trust in the laws of the universe, the more those laws respond to you. This practice begins with small steps. When you wake up in the morning, affirm your faith in the abundance that is already yours. When you face challenges, remind yourself that they are merely opportunities in disguise, meant to help you grow and step further into your potential. By consistently aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with faith, you build a stronger connection to the universal current that carries blessings into your life. Now, as you continue to nurture and cultivate your faith, you begin to see its effects not only in the larger aspects of your life, but in the everyday moments as well. The more you practice faith, the more you begin to experience its power. And the more you experience its power, the more you realize that you are living in constant, uninterrupted abundance. It's important to remember that the universe operates in harmony and order, and it does not deliver blessings based on random whims. Your faith connects you to the infinite intelligence that governs all things. This intelligence is always working in your favor, always seeking to bring you closer to the fulfillment of your highest good. The key is to have unwavering faith that your highest good is already unfolding, even if you can't yet see the results. Faith aligns you with divine abundance, and as you deepen your faith, you'll see that abundance begins to flow more easily and effortlessly into your life. It's not about forcing things to happen. It's about removing the barriers that have been in place, allowing the natural flow of blessings to enter. As you continue to nurture and strengthen your faith, you'll realize that the key to receiving the abundance that is yours by divine right is already in your hands. Faith is the unlocker of all blessings, and as you walk in faith, you are walking toward the fulfillment of your dreams, one step at a time. Now that we've established the profound connection between faith and spiritual blessings, let's explore how this connection is governed by universal principles. These principles are not abstract concepts or distant ideals. They are the laws that govern all of life, seen and unseen. By understanding these laws, you gain access to a deeper, more consistent flow of blessings, because when you align with them, your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. One of the most fundamental principles you must understand is the law of attraction. This universal law states that like attracts like. It's a simple yet powerful concept. Your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create a magnetic field around you that draws similar energy back to you. When you hold positive, abundant thoughts, you attract positive, abundant experiences. Similarly, when your thoughts are filled with fear, doubt, or limitation, you attract experiences that reflect those energies. However, the law of attraction is not just a law of thoughts, it is a law of energy. Every thought you think sends out a vibration into the universe, and that vibration either aligns with your desires or moves you further away from them. Faith is what gives that vibration strength. When you hold firm in your belief, you amplify your energy, making it easier for your desires to manifest. This is why faith is so integral to the law of attraction. It acts as the power source that fuels the energy you are sending out. But there is a deeper aspect of the law of attraction that is often overlooked, the law of correspondence. This principle tells us that our external reality mirrors our internal state. In other words, the way you perceive yourself and the world around you directly impacts what you experience in life. If you see yourself as unworthy of abundance, you will continue to attract circumstances that reflect that belief. If you believe that opportunities are limited or that you are not capable of achieving your dreams, the universe will respond by bringing you situations that confirm those beliefs. Faith is the antidote to this. When you hold strong faith in your own worthiness and ability to receive, you shift your internal perception. You begin to see yourself as deserving of every blessing, and you begin to attract the people, opportunities, and circumstances that support that truth. Faith allows you to change your internal state, which in turn changes your external reality. It's like adjusting the lens through which you view the world. Once you change the lens, everything looks different. The law of vibration is another key principle to consider. It tells us that everything in the universe is in a constant state of motion, vibrating at different frequencies. Our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are no different. The stronger the frequency of your belief, the more powerful the vibration you emit. This is where faith comes into play. When you have deep, unwavering faith, you align your vibration with the universal flow of abundance. Your energy becomes magnetic, drawing blessings to you effortlessly. But aligning with these spiritual laws requires more than just an intellectual understanding. It requires practice. To live in alignment with the law of attraction, the law of correspondence, and the law of vibration, you must begin to train yourself to think and feel in accordance with the principles of abundance. This is not about pretending to feel positive when you don't. It's about consistently returning to the truth of your worth and your ability to receive. One of the most powerful practices you can adopt is the practice of mental discipline. This is the ability to control your thoughts and redirect them when they stray from what you truly want. When you find yourself doubting or worrying, you have the power to replace those thoughts with beliefs that align with your faith. It's about choosing to believe in abundance, even when circumstances might suggest otherwise. The more you practice this, the stronger your faith becomes, and the more easily blessings flow to you. Another crucial practice is the cultivation of emotional resilience. When life presents challenges, it's easy to lose faith. But it is precisely in these moments that faith becomes most powerful. The ability to maintain your faith in the face of adversity is what sets those who receive spiritual blessings apart from those who struggle. Faith isn't just about believing when things are easy. It's about maintaining your belief when things are difficult. It's about trusting that the universe is always working in your favor, even when it seems like it's not. In practicing these principles, you'll begin to notice subtle shifts in your life. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach will start appearing. People will enter your life who are aligned with your goals. The challenges you face will become less daunting, and you'll find yourself navigating them with ease. This is the power of aligning with spiritual laws. It turns obstacles into stepping stones, making everything feel effortless. By now, you can see how these universal principles, faith, attraction, vibration, and correspondence, work together to bring you into alignment with the abundance of the universe. They are the keys to unlocking a life full of blessings, and the more you embrace them, the more naturally they will work in your favor. As you move forward, remember that spiritual blessings are not earned through struggle or sacrifice. They are the natural outcome of living in alignment with the laws of the universe. Faith is the key that unlocks this abundance, and when you hold strong in your belief, you can trust that everything you desire is on its way to you. Now that we have explored how faith connects us to the universal principles that govern abundance, it's time to dive deeper into the importance of trust in the unseen. This trust is the quiet yet powerful force that allows spiritual blessings to flow into your life. Often, we get caught up in the tangible and the visible, thinking that what we can see is all that there is. But true spiritual abundance exists beyond the limits of what the eye can perceive. The unseen forces at work in your life are shaping your reality in ways you cannot always see, but they are always present. To understand the importance of trusting in the unseen, consider the example of a tree. You can see the tree's branches, leaves, and trunk, but beneath the surface, the roots are doing the vital work of supporting the entire structure. You don't see the roots, but they are essential to the tree's growth and survival. Similarly, in your life, the unseen forces of the universe are working on your behalf. They are creating opportunities, aligning circumstances, and orchestrating events in your favor. But to receive the blessings they are preparing for you, you must trust in the invisible flow of these forces. Faith is an active expression of trust in the unseen. It's easy to trust when everything is visible, when we can touch and see the results of our efforts. But true faith is tested in the absence of visible proof. It is about believing in the unseen work that is happening behind the scenes. It is the trust that, even when circumstances seem challenging, something greater is unfolding for your benefit. This trust goes beyond mere hope. Hope is the belief that something might happen. Trust, on the other hand, is the unwavering confidence that something will happen, even if you cannot yet see the path forward. When you trust in the unseen, you free yourself from the need to control every detail of your life. You allow the universe to work on your behalf, knowing that it is always guiding you toward what is best for you. One of the most common ways we undermine our faith is by doubting the unseen. We want immediate results, and when they don't show up right away, we begin to question whether the universe is listening. But trust is not about instant gratification. It's about having the patience to allow the divine timing of your life to unfold. Just as a seed doesn't sprout the moment it is planted, spiritual blessings don't always arrive on your timetable. However, when you trust in the unseen process, you are able to remain steadfast in your faith, knowing that everything is unfolding in perfect timing. You might find that the more you trust in the unseen, the more you begin to notice synchronicities and signs that the universe is working for you. Opportunities might appear when you least expect them. People might come into your life who help you in ways you never anticipated. This is the flow of abundance that is always at work, even when you can't see it. The more you trust, the more you begin to recognize these subtle signs of divine intervention. Trusting the unseen doesn't mean being passive or waiting for things to happen. It means actively choosing to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the belief that the universe is working on your behalf, even when you can't yet see the results. It's about staying grounded in your faith and allowing the process to unfold naturally. This trust is also deeply connected to surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means giving over control of the outcome. When you surrender to the unseen forces, you allow yourself to be guided by a higher intelligence. You stop trying to manipulate every situation and, instead, trust that things are unfolding in the most perfect way for your growth and well-being. To cultivate trust in the unseen, begin by looking back at times in your life when things worked out in ways you didn't expect. Reflect on the moments when opportunities appeared seemingly out of nowhere, or when solutions arrived just when you needed them. Recognizing these moments strengthens your trust in the unseen, reminding you that the universe is always supporting you, even when you can't see the full picture. In these moments of reflection, you begin to realize that the unseen forces are not separate from you. They are within you. They are the thoughts, the beliefs, the energies you send out into the world, and they are always responding to your inner state. Trusting in the unseen means trusting in your own power to align with the flow of the universe. It means knowing that you are always connected to the divine intelligence that is orchestrating your life's journey. The key to trusting the unseen is patience. Allow the blessings to unfold in their own time. Don't rush the process or try to force things to happen. Instead, focus on staying aligned with your faith and trust that the universe is always working for you. The more you practice this trust, the more effortless it will become to surrender to the unseen forces that are guiding you toward your highest good. As you continue on this journey, remember that the unseen is always at work in your life. Your faith and trust in these invisible forces are the keys to unlocking the blessings that are waiting for you. Keep trusting and keep faith in the process. Abundance is on its way, and it is coming to you in perfect timing. Having explored the powerful role of trust in the unseen, it's time to delve into how living in alignment with universal principles can enhance your ability to receive spiritual blessings. The universe operates according to laws immutable, timeless, and perfectly ordered. These laws are not separate from you. They are the very foundation upon which your life is built. The more you align with these laws, the more effortlessly blessings flow into your life. The law of alignment, at its core, is the principle of living in harmony with the natural flow of the universe. It's about tuning your thoughts, beliefs, and actions to the higher frequencies of love, abundance, and peace. When you are in alignment with these frequencies, the universe can respond to you with the fullness of what you need. This is why so many people who struggle to receive blessings often feel out of sync with the natural order of things. They may not be consciously aware of it, but their thoughts and actions are often out of harmony with the flow of abundance. To align yourself with the universe, you must first understand the deeper truths of existence. The universe is not random. It operates with precision, order, and intention. Every action you take, every thought you think, has an impact on the world around you. When you live in alignment with the natural laws of abundance, you tap into this greater intelligence, allowing your actions to carry the weight of universal power. This alignment begins with self-awareness. Before you can live in harmony with the universe, you must first understand yourself. What are your deepest desires? What are the beliefs that shape your reality? What emotions and thoughts are you consistently nurturing? It is only when you become aware of these inner patterns that you can begin to align them with the laws of the universe. Self-awareness is the first step toward living in alignment. Once you are clear about your inner landscape, you can begin to intentionally shift your thoughts and emotions toward those that reflect the universal laws of abundance. For example, if you have been holding on to thoughts of lack, scarcity, or limitation, you must consciously release them and replace them with thoughts of abundance, possibility, and gratitude. The more you align your thoughts with these higher frequencies, the more you begin to see opportunities and blessings materialize in your life. Next comes the practice of intentional action. Living in alignment doesn't mean sitting back and waiting for blessings to fall into your lap. It means actively participating in the process of creation. The universe responds to the energy you send out, but it also responds to your actions. You must take inspired, intentional steps toward your desires, trusting that the universe will meet you halfway. When you take action that is in alignment with your highest good, you send a clear signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. Another powerful principle of alignment is the idea of surrender. While it may sound counterintuitive, surrendering is one of the most important aspects of alignment. Surrender is not about giving up or resigning yourself to a life of passivity. It is about releasing your attachment to specific outcomes and trusting that the universe will deliver what is best for you. This is where faith plays a key role when you surrender. You allow the universe to work in ways that may not always align with your expectations, but are always in your best interest. This surrender is not a passive act. It requires strength and trust. It is the willingness to allow life to unfold naturally, without forcing or controlling every aspect. When you surrender to the flow of life, you open the door to blessings that may be even greater than you originally imagined. The more you practice surrender, the easier it becomes to trust that the universe knows exactly what you need and will bring it to you in perfect timing. Living in alignment also means living with integrity. Integrity is the alignment between your thoughts, words, and actions. When you live with integrity, you are in sync with the highest aspects of yourself, and your actions are in alignment with your deepest values. This integrity sends a clear signal to the universe that you are ready to receive the blessings that are in alignment with your true purpose. As you continue to align yourself with universal principles, you begin to notice subtle changes in your life. Opportunities that once seemed distant or unattainable start to become available. Relationships that reflect your highest values begin to appear. Your energy shifts from one of struggle to one of flow, and you begin to experience a deep sense of peace, knowing that you are living in harmony with the natural laws of the universe. This alignment isn't a one-time achievement, it's a continuous process. Every day, you have the opportunity to realign your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the universal principles of abundance. As you do, you create a life that is not only rich in blessings, but also in purpose and fulfillment. Living in alignment with universal principles allows you to tap into the full potential of your life. It is the key to receiving the blessings that are already on their way to you. The more you live in harmony with these principles, the more blessings will flow into your life, bringing with them peace, prosperity, and joy. Having explored the power of alignment with universal principles, we now turn our attention to overcoming the internal obstacles that often block the flow of spiritual blessings, doubt, and limiting beliefs. These mental barriers can keep you from fully stepping into the abundance that is already available to you. But the good news is that these obstacles can be overcome, and the first step toward doing so is recognizing them for what they truly are: mental constructs that hold no real power unless you allow them to. Doubt, at its core, is a form of resistance. It is the mind's attempt to protect you from what it perceives as uncertainty or danger. But this resistance is often rooted in fear, not in truth. Fear is the belief that things will not work out, that you are not capable of receiving the blessings you desire, or that the universe will somehow fail you. But when you stand in faith, you dispel fear. Faith is the antidote to doubt, and it is the key to transforming your mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility. One of the most common forms of doubt is the belief that you are not worthy of receiving abundance. This belief is often shaped by past experiences, societal conditioning, or negative self-talk. But it is important to understand that this belief is not based on any inherent truth. It is simply a thought pattern that has taken root in your mind, and like all thoughts, it can be changed. When you choose to let go of the belief that you are unworthy, you open yourself to receiving the blessings that are rightfully yours. To overcome this form of doubt, begin by acknowledging your inherent worthiness. Understand that you are a unique and valuable part of the universe, deserving of all the abundance it has to offer. The universe does not discriminate between those who are worthy and those who are not. It offers its blessings freely, to anyone who is willing to receive them. The only thing that separates you from this abundance is the belief that you don't deserve it. Another common limiting belief is the idea that there is not enough to go around. This belief is rooted in the illusion of scarcity, the false notion that resources are limited. But abundance is a universal law, and scarcity is merely a mental construct. There is more than enough for everyone. When you believe in abundance, you tap into the limitless flow of the universe. This belief frees you from the fear of competition or lack and opens you to the endless possibilities that the universe has to offer. To overcome this belief, practice shifting your focus from what is lacking to what is available. The more you focus on what you have, whether it's love, health, creativity, or opportunity, the more you begin to attract more of it into your life. Gratitude is a powerful tool in this process, as it helps you recognize the abundance that is already present in your life. The more you acknowledge and appreciate what you already have, the more the universe will deliver what you need. Letting go of limiting beliefs also involves releasing the need for control. So often, we doubt ourselves or our ability to receive because we feel that we must control every aspect of our lives. But control is another form of resistance. It's the mind's attempt to predict and manage every outcome. In doing so, it limits the flow of blessings that could enter. The key to releasing control is surrender. This doesn't mean giving up or resigning yourself to a passive life. Surrender means trusting that the universe knows what is best for you and that the flow of blessings will come when the time is right. It's about letting go of the need to micromanage your life and allowing the natural flow of abundance to unfold. Surrender is the ultimate act of trust, and it is the key to receiving more than you could ever imagine. As you begin to release doubt and limiting beliefs, you will start to notice changes in your life. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach will begin to appear. Relationships will deepen, and your sense of self-worth will grow. The more you allow yourself to believe in your worthiness and the abundance of the universe, the more easily blessings will flow to you. Overcoming doubt and limiting beliefs is not an overnight process. It takes time, patience, and consistent effort. But as you continue to practice faith and release mental resistance, you will find that the flow of abundance becomes more effortless. The more you trust in the universal laws, the more easily the universe can respond to you. And as you begin to receive more blessings, your confidence in your ability to manifest will grow, creating a positive feedback loop that continues to bring more into your life. Remember, doubt and limiting beliefs only have power over you if you allow them to. When you choose faith over fear, abundance over scarcity, and trust over control, you unlock the full potential of your life. You step into a world where blessings are not just a possibility, they are a guarantee. Now that we've explored how to release doubt and limiting beliefs, let's turn our attention to the transformative power of affirmation and visualization. These tools are not just methods of wishful thinking. They are powerful, active practices that allow you to reshape your reality and align with the abundance that is already yours by divine right. Affirmation is the practice of declaring positive statements about yourself, your life, and your desires. It's about speaking truth into existence, consciously choosing words that reflect the life you want to create. But affirmation is not just about repeating phrases mindlessly. It is about embodying those words with full belief, with the energy of certainty. When you affirm, you are aligning your thoughts, your words, and your actions with the spiritual laws that govern abundance. You are speaking directly to the universe, declaring your readiness to receive. But affirmation alone is not enough. To make your affirmations truly powerful, they must be paired with visualization. Visualization is the practice of mentally picturing yourself already in possession of what you desire. This isn't a passive exercise. It's an active mental and emotional engagement with your dreams. When you visualize, you step into the experience of having what you want, feeling the emotions as though it is happening right now. This creates a vibrational match between your inner world and the outer world you wish to manifest. Visualization works in harmony with affirmation. While affirmation helps to reprogram your subconscious mind, visualization paints a vivid picture of your desires, making them feel more real, more tangible. It is a way of seeing the future you want, and more importantly, believing that it is already on its way to you. The power of affirmation and visualization lies in their ability to focus your mind and direct your energy. Thoughts are things, they have power. When you focus on a specific desire and consistently affirm and visualize its fulfillment, you create a clear path for it to enter your life. The more you engage with your desires mentally and emotionally, the more you reinforce your faith in the process. When you visualize, try to imagine every detail. Picture yourself in the exact situation you want to manifest, whether it's a new home, a career change, or a loving relationship. Imagine how it feels to have already achieved your goal. See yourself waking up in that new house, walking into your dream job, or sharing joyful moments with your loved ones. Feel the excitement, the gratitude, and the peace that comes with it. This emotional connection is what solidifies your belief and sends a powerful signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. But don't just visualize when you are in a quiet space. Make it a part of your everyday life. Carry the image of your desired outcome with you throughout the day. When you face challenges or doubts, visualize yourself overcoming them with grace, moving closer to the life you desire. Visualization is not just an isolated practice. It is a way of living in alignment with your dreams. Affirmations also play a critical role in rewiring your subconscious mind. Your subconscious is where your beliefs and habits are formed, and it is often the place where doubt and limiting beliefs reside. By consciously affirming positive statements, you begin to replace the old, negative thought patterns with new, empowering ones. For example, if you have struggled with feelings of unworthiness, you can begin to affirm statements such as, "I am worthy of all the abundance the universe has to offer," or "I am deserving of love, success, and peace." These affirmations serve as reminders of your true nature, helping you shift your internal dialogue from one of lack to one of abundance. The beauty of affirmations is that they work on a subconscious level. As you repeat positive statements consistently, they begin to sink into your subconscious mind, replacing old beliefs and patterns with new ones. This shift in thinking will naturally begin to manifest in your external reality. It's important to remember that affirmation and visualization are not about forcing your desires into existence. They are tools to align your energy with the abundant flow of the universe. The universe is already responding to the energy you put out, but these practices help you focus that energy, clear away resistance, and allow the blessings you seek to enter your life more easily. As you integrate these practices into your daily life, you will begin to notice subtle shifts. Your mindset will change, your actions will align with your desires, and most importantly, the blessings you have been affirming and visualizing will begin to manifest before your eyes. Affirmation and visualization are tools of empowerment. They are not about hoping for change, they are about creating change. Through these practices, you are actively participating in the process of manifestation, ensuring that the life you desire is already on its way to you. Now that we've explored the transformative power of affirmation and visualization, we turn our attention to a practice that is equally essential for unlocking spiritual blessings, releasing resistance, and surrendering to the flow. This is one of the most profound and often misunderstood aspects of receiving abundance. It's easy to think that in order to manifest blessings, you must push, strive, and force things to happen. But in reality, the opposite is true. Surrender is not a passive act. It is the conscious release of control, allowing the universe to work on your behalf in ways you may not yet understand. Resistance, in its simplest form, is the act of holding on to fear, doubt, and the need to control outcomes. It's the belief that you must micromanage every detail of your life in order to achieve your desires. But resistance comes from a place of fear, fear that things won't work out, fear that you are not worthy, fear that you won't be able to handle the changes that come with abundance. And yet, these fears are often unfounded. When you surrender, you are not giving up on your desires. You are simply allowing the universe to deliver them in its own time, without interference from your ego. To truly receive spiritual blessings, you must learn to release resistance. This doesn't mean abandoning your goals or dreams, but rather trusting that the universe is already working in your favor, even when you cannot see the immediate results. The process of surrender is an act of faith. It is the recognition that the divine timing of the universe is perfect, and that there is a natural order to how things unfold. When you let go of the need to control, you open yourself to a greater flow of abundance, one that comes without the friction of resistance. Resistance also manifests in the form of attachment. When you become overly attached to a specific outcome or way of achieving your desires, you block the flow of blessings. Attachment creates expectations, and when those expectations are not met in the way you anticipate, it leads to frustration, disappointment, and sometimes despair. Letting go of attachment is a powerful practice in itself. It is the ability to trust that the universe will deliver exactly what you need, even if it doesn't come in the form you initially imagined. Surrendering to the flow of life means accepting that things will not always go according to plan, and that's okay. When you allow life to unfold naturally, you trust that each step, each turn, each challenge is part of the bigger picture, a picture that, in the end, will bring you exactly what you need. The more you practice surrender, the more you realize that the universe is not an obstacle, but an ally. One of the ways to cultivate this surrender is through mindfulness and presence. When you focus on the present moment, you detach from the anxiety of the future and the regrets of the past. You allow yourself to be fully present with whatever is happening right now, knowing that the present moment is all that is truly real. In this space of mindfulness, you release the need to control, and you allow yourself to simply be. This is where the flow of abundance begins. When you let go of resistance and attachment, you create space for miracles to happen. Miracles occur when you release the need to force an outcome and allow the universe to surprise you with solutions and blessings beyond what you could have ever planned. In surrender, you are not passive. You are actively trusting that the universe is guiding you and that you are always being led to the right place at the right time. Releasing resistance also involves forgiveness. Holding on to grudges, anger, or resentment creates a block in your energy field, preventing the flow of blessings. When you forgive, whether it's forgiving yourself or others, you free yourself from the weight of the past, allowing space for new opportunities and abundance to enter. Forgiveness is not about excusing the actions of others. It is about releasing your attachment to the pain they caused. When you let go of this attachment, you open your heart to receiving the love and abundance that has always been there, waiting for you. Surrender is a continuous practice. It is not something you do once and forget. It is something you return to every day. As you face new challenges, as you encounter new opportunities, surrendering becomes a way of life. The more you practice surrender, the easier it becomes to trust the flow of life. And the more you trust, the more blessings will flow to you, effortlessly and abundantly. The key to surrender is understanding that you are not giving up control. You are simply aligning yourself with a higher order, a higher intelligence that knows what is best for you. As you surrender, You allow this higher intelligence to guide you toward your deepest desires, leading you to the blessings that are already yours. In releasing resistance and surrendering to the flow of life, you open the door to a life of ease, grace, and abundance. You stop fighting against the current and begin to flow with it, trusting that it will take you exactly where you need to go. And in that flow, the blessings you seek are waiting for you, ready to be received. Having explored the profound practice of releasing resistance and surrendering to the flow, we now turn our attention to one of the most powerful tools in receiving abundance: gratitude. Gratitude is not just a feeling. It is a spiritual practice that opens your heart to the blessings that are already present in your life and allows you to attract even more. It is the gateway to abundance, and the more you practice it, the more you invite the universe to deliver blessings in ways that surpass your expectations. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is already available. When you are in a state of gratitude, you are recognizing and acknowledging the abundance that is present in your life right now. You are aware of the many blessings, big and small, that are already here. This simple shift in perspective opens the door for more blessings to flow into your life. When you focus on what you already have and express gratitude for it, you send a powerful signal to the universe that you are ready to receive more. In the same way that faith is a magnetic force, gratitude amplifies your vibration and attracts more of what you are thankful for. It is like a tuning fork that resonates with the frequency of abundance. When you feel gratitude, you align yourself with the universal law of abundance, which is always working in your favor. Gratitude invites more opportunities, more love, more prosperity, and more joy into your life. The beauty of gratitude is that it is not dependent on external circumstances. It is an internal state of being, one that you can cultivate at any moment. Even in challenging situations, you can choose to focus on the blessings that are present. Perhaps you are facing a difficult challenge, but you can still be grateful for the lessons that the experience is teaching you. Maybe you are experiencing financial difficulty, but you can express gratitude for the resources you do have or for the strength you are gaining as you navigate the situation. Gratitude is not about ignoring hardship. It is about finding the blessings within it and acknowledging the growth that comes with overcoming obstacles. One of the most powerful practices you can adopt is a daily gratitude ritual. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on what you are grateful for. Start with the simple things: your health, your home, your loved ones, or the beauty of nature around you. The more specific you can be, the more powerful the practice becomes. Gratitude works best when you are able to focus on the small details that make your life unique. As you do this, notice how your energy shifts. Your thoughts will begin to focus on what is going right in your life, rather than what is going wrong. This shift in focus opens the door for even more blessings to flow. Gratitude also has a profound impact on your emotional and mental well-being. When you are in a state of gratitude, you naturally experience feelings of peace, joy, and contentment. These emotions are high-frequency vibrations that attract positive experiences and opportunities into your life. By practicing gratitude, you elevate your energy and create a magnetic field of positivity around you. This is why people who consistently practice gratitude tend to experience more abundance in all areas of their lives. They are living in alignment with the frequency of abundance. But gratitude is not just a practice for moments of ease and abundance. It is a powerful tool for transforming challenges into opportunities. When you face difficulty or adversity, instead of focusing on what is lacking, shift your attention to what you can be grateful for. This doesn't mean denying the reality of the situation. It simply means that you are choosing to focus on what is working, what is growing, and what is available to you. This shift in perspective changes your energy and helps you navigate challenges with a greater sense of clarity and peace. In relationships, gratitude is equally transformative. When you express genuine gratitude to those around you, you not only strengthen your bond with them, but also invite more harmonious and supportive connections into your life. People naturally want to be around those who appreciate them, and when you show gratitude, you create a ripple effect of positivity that spreads through your relationships. As you continue to cultivate gratitude, you will notice that it becomes easier to see the blessings in every situation. You will begin to attract more of what you are thankful for, and the abundance you seek will flow into your life with greater ease. Gratitude has the power to transform your reality because it shifts your focus from lack to abundance, from limitation to possibility. The more grateful you are, the more you receive, and the more you realize that abundance is not something you need to chase, it is something that is always available to you. The key to gratitude is consistency. It is not enough to simply be grateful when things are going well. True abundance comes when you practice gratitude every day, regardless of circumstances. As you make gratitude a consistent part of your life, you will find that the universe responds with even greater blessings, and your life becomes a reflection of the abundance you've always had within you. Gratitude is the gateway to a life of abundance. When you make it a regular practice, you unlock the flow of blessings that are already waiting for you. It is the simplest and most profound way to open your heart to receiving the universe's gifts. The more you practice gratitude, the more you will find that abundance comes naturally, effortlessly, and with a sense of deep peace. Now that we've explored how gratitude unlocks the flow of abundance, it's time to delve into another crucial aspect of manifesting blessings, the role of spiritual practice in cultivating these blessings. Spiritual practice isn't merely about rituals or following external guidelines. It is the consistent, intentional effort to deepen your connection with the universal forces that shape your life. It is through these practices that you align yourself more fully with the flow of abundance, opening yourself to the blessings that are waiting for you. Spiritual practice can take many forms, and what matters most is that it is meaningful and deeply rooted in your personal beliefs. Whether it is meditation, prayer, mindfulness, or any other form of self-reflection, these practices create a space for you to reconnect with your inner self and with the universal laws that govern the flow of abundance. When you engage in spiritual practices, you are aligning your mind, body, and spirit with the highest frequencies of love, peace, and abundance. One of the most powerful spiritual practices you can incorporate into your daily life is meditation. Meditation helps you quiet the noise of the world, allowing you to connect more deeply with your inner self and with the divine intelligence that governs your life. Through meditation, you can clear away the mental clutter that blocks the flow of blessings and create a space for new opportunities and abundance to enter. It's in this stillness that you find clarity and insight, allowing you to receive guidance and inspiration for the next steps on your journey. But meditation is not the only practice that connects you to spiritual blessings. Prayer, too, can be a powerful tool for receiving abundance. When you pray, you are actively opening yourself to the divine flow, asking for guidance, wisdom, and support. Prayer is an act of surrender. It is the acknowledgement that you cannot control everything, but you trust that the universe has a greater plan for you. Through prayer, you align your heart with the energy of the universe, inviting blessings into your life. Another essential practice is mindfulness. Mindfulness involves staying present and aware in every moment, fully engaging with whatever is happening around you without judgment or attachment. It's about noticing the subtle blessings that often go unnoticed, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the beauty of a flower in bloom, the kindness of a stranger. By cultivating mindfulness, you develop a greater appreciation for the abundance that already exists in your life, which in turn amplifies your ability to attract more. Affirmations, too, play a role in your spiritual practice. When you use affirmations consistently, you are actively training your mind to focus on the abundance and blessings that are already present in your life. Affirmations help you align your thoughts with your desires, reinforcing the belief that you are worthy of receiving the abundance that is already yours. These positive statements become an essential part of your daily routine, shaping your subconscious mind and strengthening your faith in the process of manifestation. A key aspect of spiritual practice is consistency. It's not enough to engage in these practices sporadically. The more you commit to them, the stronger your connection to the universal flow of blessings becomes. The more consistently you practice meditation, prayer, mindfulness, and affirmation, the more your life will begin to reflect the abundance and peace you seek. These practices don't just change your mindset, they change your energy, and when your energy shifts, your external reality begins to shift as well. One of the most important things to remember is that spiritual practice is not about perfection, it's about presence. It's about showing up each day, committing to the process, and trusting that the universe is responding to your efforts. Some days, you may feel more connected than others, and that's okay. The key is to stay consistent and trust that every effort, no matter how small, contributes to the alignment of your mind, body, and spirit with the universal flow of abundance. Spiritual practices also serve as a powerful reminder that you are not alone in this journey. They reconnect you to the larger forces at work in your life, the unseen energies that are constantly guiding, supporting, and directing you toward your highest good. When you engage in spiritual practice, you tap into this vast reservoir of wisdom and support, knowing that you are always being led toward the fulfillment of your desires. When you make spiritual practice a regular part of your life, you open yourself to a deeper level of understanding, clarity, and connection. You begin to see the world through the eyes of abundance, recognizing that every moment is an opportunity to receive and give. Spiritual practice strengthens your faith, clears away resistance, and aligns your energy with the natural flow of the universe. By incorporating spiritual practice into your daily routine, you actively invite blessings into your life. You become a channel through which abundance flows effortlessly and naturally. And the more you practice, the more you will see the tangible results of your efforts in your everyday life. More opportunities, more love, more peace, and more prosperity. Now that we've explored the vital role of spiritual practice in attracting blessings, it's time to shift our focus to another crucial aspect of spiritual growth: the power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is one of the most transformative practices you can embrace when it comes to receiving spiritual blessings. Holding on to past hurts, resentment, and anger creates energetic blocks that prevent the flow of abundance. But when you choose to forgive, you not only free yourself from the weight of the past, but you also open yourself up to receiving more love, peace, and abundance in your life. Forgiveness is not about condoning or excusing harmful behavior. It's about releasing the hold that the past has on you. When you hold on to anger or resentment, you keep yourself tethered to negative energy, preventing the flow of positive blessings into your life. Forgiveness allows you to cut these emotional ties and free yourself to move forward. It is an act of self-liberation, not just for the other person, but for yourself. One of the biggest misconceptions about forgiveness is that it requires the other person to change. In reality, forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself. It is about releasing the negative emotions that no longer serve you and choosing peace over pain. When you forgive, you are not necessarily excusing the actions of others. You are choosing to release your attachment to the hurt they caused so that you can heal and grow. Forgiveness is a process, and it may not happen all at once. It often involves several stages. First, acknowledging the hurt and pain. Second, deciding to forgive. And finally, letting go of the emotional charge attached to the situation. It may take time, but the more you practice forgiveness, the easier it becomes to let go of past wounds and embrace the peace and abundance that forgiveness brings. One of the most powerful forms of forgiveness is self-forgiveness. Many of us carry guilt or regret from past mistakes, and these feelings can create a heavy emotional burden. But self-forgiveness is a crucial part of the process of spiritual growth. When you forgive yourself, you release the negative self-judgment that keeps you stuck in the past. You allow yourself to move forward with grace and compassion, knowing that you are worthy of the same love and kindness that you would extend to others. To begin the practice of forgiveness, start by making a conscious decision to let go of any anger, resentment, or hurt that you may be holding on to. Acknowledge the pain, but choose not to allow it to define you. Remember that forgiveness is not about forgetting, it's about choosing to release the emotional hold that past events have on you. When you let go of these emotional blocks, you free up space for new blessings to enter your life. One effective way to practice forgiveness is through affirmations. You can use statements like, "I choose to forgive myself and others," or "I release the past and open myself to healing." By repeating these affirmations regularly, you reinforce your intention to forgive and make it easier to let go of old wounds. Forgiveness also involves releasing judgment. Often, we hold on to resentment because we feel that others have wronged us or that we have been treated unfairly. But when you let go of judgment, you shift your perspective from one of victimhood to one of empowerment. You realize that you have the ability to choose your responses to others' actions, and that forgiveness is a powerful act of reclaiming your personal power. The more you practice forgiveness, the more peace you will feel in your heart. Forgiveness allows you to move through life without the heavy burden of past pain, enabling you to receive the spiritual blessings that are always available to you. It creates space for love, joy, and abundance to flow into your life, and it opens your heart to greater compassion and understanding. Forgiveness is also deeply connected to healing. When you forgive, you begin to heal on a deep emotional level. You release the toxic emotions that have been stored in your body and energy field, and you allow yourself to become more whole. This healing process is essential for spiritual growth, as it enables you to fully embrace the blessings that are meant for you. As you practice forgiveness, you'll notice that your energy begins to shift. You feel lighter, freer, and more open to receiving the gifts of the universe. When you forgive, you are making a conscious choice to align with the flow of abundance. You are removing the obstacles that block your blessings and allowing yourself to experience life in a new, more empowered way. Remember, forgiveness is not a one-time event, it is an ongoing practice. As you continue to forgive, you will find that your capacity for love, peace, and abundance expands. The more you release, the more you receive. And as you open your heart to forgiveness, you will open your life to a greater flow of spiritual blessings. Having explored the transformative power of forgiveness, it's time to understand how truth plays a key role in unlocking spiritual blessings. The truth, in its purest form, is a powerful force that can liberate your spirit and bring clarity to your life. Truth is not just about external facts. It is about aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with your deepest inner knowing. When you live in alignment with truth, you open the door to spiritual freedom, allowing blessings to flow to you naturally and abundantly. Living in truth is not always easy. It requires you to be honest with yourself, to face the parts of yourself that you may not want to see, and to be willing to let go of old beliefs or patterns that no longer serve you. But when you align with truth, you align with the highest and most powerful forces of the universe. Truth is the foundation of all spiritual laws, and when you stand in truth, you stand in alignment with the divine order of the universe. The truth is not something that exists outside of you, it is something that resides within you, waiting to be uncovered. Often, we are so caught up in the noise of the world or the expectations of others that we forget to listen to our own inner voice. But the truth is always there, guiding us, reminding us of who we truly are and what we are capable of. To live in truth means to live authentically, to show up in the world as your true self, without fear of judgment or rejection. It means embracing your uniqueness, your gifts, and your purpose, knowing that you are exactly who you are meant to be. When you live authentically, you align yourself with the flow of the universe, and you attract the blessings that are meant for you. One of the most important aspects of living in truth is letting go of false beliefs and illusions. We often hold on to beliefs that limit us or keep us stuck in patterns of lack and limitation. These beliefs may come from our upbringing, societal conditioning, or past experiences, but they do not represent the truth of who we are. When you release these false beliefs and replace them with the truth of your worthiness, your potential, and your divine purpose, you free yourself to receive the blessings that are already waiting for you. Another important aspect of truth is self-awareness. To live in truth, you must be willing to examine your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors honestly. This requires self-reflection and the courage to confront the areas of your life where you may be out of alignment with your highest good. But self-awareness is not about self-criticism. It is about self-compassion. It's about recognizing the areas where you can grow and make positive changes, and then taking the steps to align your life with your true purpose. When you live in truth, you stop pretending to be something you are not. You let go of the need for approval from others and embrace the freedom that comes from being your authentic self. This freedom is the key to unlocking spiritual blessings. When you are true to yourself, you naturally attract people, opportunities, and circumstances that are in alignment with your authentic energy. Truth also involves honesty with others. When you are honest in your relationships, you create a foundation of trust and respect. This authenticity fosters deeper, more meaningful connections, and it opens the door to the blessings that come from mutual love and support. When you speak and live your truth, you invite others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of authenticity and openness in your life. Living in truth requires courage. It takes courage to be vulnerable, to face the parts of yourself that are uncomfortable, and to let go of old identities that no longer serve you. But this courage is rewarded with spiritual freedom, the freedom to live a life that is aligned with your deepest desires and your highest potential. When you embrace the truth of who you are, you embrace your ability to manifest the blessings that are meant for you. The universe responds to the energy of truth, and when you align yourself with this energy, you become a magnet for abundance. You begin to attract opportunities that are in perfect alignment with your goals and dreams, and you create the space for blessings to flow into your life effortlessly. As you continue to live in truth, you will notice a deep sense of peace and clarity. You will feel more grounded, more centered, and more confident in your ability to receive and create blessings. Living in truth is the key to unlocking your full potential, and it is the pathway to a life filled with abundance, joy, and spiritual growth. Remember that truth is not something you need to search for outside of yourself. It is already within you. Your task is to align with it, to trust it, and to live in harmony with it. When you do, the universe will respond with the blessings that are meant for you, and you will experience the full power of your spiritual journey. Having explored the power of truth in unlocking spiritual blessings, we now move to one of the most powerful aspects of manifesting abundance: faith in overcoming limitations through belief. Limitations are often self-imposed, born from past experiences, societal conditioning, or deep-rooted fears. These barriers seem real, but they are nothing more than mental constructs that can be dismantled. The key to overcoming these limitations is faith, the unwavering belief that you are capable of achieving greatness, regardless of the obstacles in your way. The first step in breaking free from limitations is acknowledging them. Often, we are unaware of the mental blocks that hold us back. These limitations can take many forms: fear of failure, self-doubt, the belief that success is for others but not for us, or the idea that we are too small or insignificant to make a difference. But the truth is that these limitations are only as powerful as the belief we give them. When we stop feeding them with our energy and attention, they lose their grip on us. Faith is the antidote to these limitations. Faith is not just hope or wishful thinking. It is the deep, unwavering belief that no matter what challenges you face, you have the power within you to overcome them. Faith is the recognition that your potential is unlimited and that the universe will always provide the resources and opportunities you need to succeed. When you face challenges or setbacks, your faith is what keeps you moving forward. It is the inner strength that pushes you to continue even when the path seems unclear. Faith in your ability to overcome obstacles is what allows you to see solutions where others see problems. It enables you to see beyond the present circumstances and trust that the universe is always working in your favor, even when things are difficult. One of the most powerful ways to overcome limitations is to challenge your beliefs. Often, the limitations we experience are rooted in beliefs about ourselves that are simply not true. We believe that we are not good enough, smart enough, capable enough, or deserving enough. But these beliefs are not grounded in reality. They are simply the result of past experiences and conditioning. By identifying and challenging these limiting beliefs, you begin to break free from them. A key practice in overcoming limitations is affirming your worthiness and potential. Affirmations like, "I am capable of achieving my goals," or "I deserve to experience abundance," help to reprogram the subconscious mind. These affirmations shift your thinking from limitation to possibility, allowing you to align with the truth of your divine potential. The more you repeat these affirmations, the more they become ingrained in your subconscious mind, changing the way you see yourself and the world around you. Visualization is another powerful tool in overcoming limitations. When you visualize your success, you create a mental image of what is possible, which makes it easier to bring that vision into reality. Visualizing yourself overcoming obstacles and achieving your goals creates a sense of certainty and confidence. The more you see yourself succeeding, the more your faith grows, and the less room there is for self-doubt or fear. Faith in your ability to overcome limitations also requires you to take inspired action. Faith is not passive. It is an active force that propels you to take steps toward your goals, even when the outcome is uncertain. Taking action demonstrates your commitment to your goals and shows the universe that you are ready to receive the blessings that are waiting for you. When you face difficulties, remember that obstacles are not signs of failure. They are simply opportunities for growth. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to strengthen your faith and belief in your own abilities. When you approach challenges with this mindset, you begin to see them not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones on your path to success. It's also important to surround yourself with supportive people who believe in you. The energy of those around you has a powerful influence on your mindset. When you are surrounded by people who encourage and uplift you, it becomes easier to believe in yourself and your potential. Seek out relationships that inspire and motivate you, and distance yourself from those that drain your energy or reinforce limiting beliefs. Ultimately, faith in overcoming limitations is about recognizing that the only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. You are not bound by past failures, external circumstances, or the opinions of others. You have the power to break free from these limitations and create a life of abundance and fulfillment. When you cultivate unwavering faith in your ability to overcome anything, you open the door to unlimited possibilities. As you continue on your journey, remember that faith is the foundation of all spiritual growth. It is the belief that you are worthy of receiving blessings, that you are capable of achieving your dreams, and that the universe will always support you on your path. The more you strengthen your faith, the more you will find that limitations fade away and that the blessings you seek are already on their way. Having explored how faith can help you overcome limitations, we now turn to the concept of harmonizing with the universe. This is a practice that goes beyond personal effort or individual action. It is about aligning with the natural rhythms and flows of life. When you harmonize with the universe, you align yourself with the divine order, which ensures that everything in your life unfolds in perfect balance and timing. This harmony is the key to attracting and receiving the blessings that are already meant for you. The universe is not chaotic. It operates in perfect order. Every star, every planet, every season, and every cycle in nature moves in harmony with a greater plan. Similarly, when you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the natural flow of the universe, you find that things begin to fall into place effortlessly. This is the law of alignment, the understanding that when you are in harmony with the universe, you will attract the right opportunities, people, and experiences into your life. But how do you harmonize with the universe? It begins with awareness. The first step is becoming aware of the patterns and rhythms that govern your life. What thoughts and emotions are you consistently feeding? Are they in alignment with the life you wish to create? Are you open to receiving, or are you blocking the flow with resistance or fear? Awareness is the foundation of alignment, as it allows you to make conscious choices that support your highest good. Harmonizing with the universe also means letting go of the need to force things. It's easy to become attached to specific outcomes or timelines, but the universe operates on its own timetable. When you surrender to this timing and allow life to unfold as it is meant to, you stop fighting against the natural flow of events. Instead of forcing your desires, you begin to trust that everything is unfolding in perfect order. One way to begin harmonizing with the universe is through meditation. Meditation allows you to quiet the noise of the mind and tune into the deeper currents of life. It's in this space of stillness that you can begin to feel the subtle guidance of the universe, nudging you toward the next step. When you meditate regularly, you create a stronger connection to the universal energy that surrounds you, making it easier to align with its flow. Another key aspect of harmonizing with the universe is letting go of resistance. Resistance is the energy that comes from fear, doubt, and attachment. It's the belief that things won't work out, or that you have to control every aspect of your life. But when you let go of this resistance, you allow yourself to flow with the universe rather than against it. Trust that everything is working for your highest good, even if you don't yet see the full picture. The more you trust the process, the more effortlessly blessings will come into your life. Gratitude is another powerful tool for harmonizing with the universe. When you express gratitude for the blessings that you already have, you acknowledge the abundance that is present in your life right now. This shifts your energy from one of lack to one of abundance, and the universe responds by sending even more blessings your way. Gratitude keeps you in alignment with the flow of life, ensuring that you remain open to receiving the abundance that is available to you. Harmonizing with the universe also means being present in the moment. The present moment is where life happens. When you are fully present, you are aligned with the current of life, rather than getting lost in thoughts about the past or the future. The more you practice being present, the more you will feel the flow of the universe guiding you, supporting you, and bringing you the blessings you need at the right time. Trust is another essential component of harmonizing with the universe. When you trust the process of life, you stop resisting and trying to control every situation. Instead, you surrender to the greater intelligence that is always working on your behalf. Trusting the universe means having faith that you are always in the right place at the right time, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. As you align yourself with the universe, you will begin to notice synchronicities and signs that guide you on your path. Opportunities will arise seemingly out of nowhere, and you will find that things begin to unfold more effortlessly. This is the result of being in harmony with the universal flow, the natural outcome of living in alignment with your highest purpose. Harmonizing with the universe doesn't mean that life will always be free from challenges, but it does mean that you will face those challenges with grace and ease. When you are in alignment, challenges become opportunities for growth, and obstacles become stepping stones on your path to greater abundance. Ultimately, the key to harmonizing with the universe is surrender. It is the willingness to let go of the need to control and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. The more you align yourself with the universe, the more blessings will flow into your life, and the more you will realize that the universe is always supporting you on your journey. Now that we have explored the journey of aligning with the universe and releasing the blocks that prevent us from receiving spiritual blessings, let's bring everything together by embracing the fullness of those blessings. It's time to step into the abundant life that has always been available to you, but which you may not have fully realized until now. The final piece of the puzzle is understanding that spiritual blessings are not just something to receive, but something to live, something to embody in every moment of your life. When you embrace the fullness of your blessings, you are not simply accepting them as individual gifts or fleeting moments of good fortune. You are acknowledging that abundance, peace, joy, and love are your natural state. These are not things that you must strive to earn or achieve. They are the inherent qualities of your true self. The more you embrace them, the more they become a part of your everyday experience. The first step in embracing the fullness of your blessings is recognizing that you are already abundant. Often, we look for abundance in external circumstances, money, success, relationships, but true abundance begins within. It starts with the realization that you are enough, just as you are, and that the universe has already provided everything you need to thrive. When you recognize your own abundance, you begin to see it reflected in your outer world. Embracing the fullness of your blessings means shifting your perspective. It means recognizing that every experience, no matter how small, is a blessing in itself. The simple act of breathing, the beauty of a sunrise, the love of friends and family, these are all blessings that we often take for granted. When you start to see all aspects of your life as blessings, you open yourself up to a deeper level of gratitude and appreciation. This, in turn, attracts even more blessings into your life. Living in the fullness of your blessings also means being open to receiving. Many people block the flow of abundance because they are uncomfortable with receiving. They feel unworthy or fear that accepting blessings will make them seem selfish. But the truth is, when you receive blessings, you are allowing the universe to express its love and support for you. When you embrace the fullness of your blessings, you are accepting the gift of life itself. You are saying yes to the goodness that is already available to you. This openness to receiving also involves letting go of the idea that you must do everything alone. While personal effort and action are important, receiving blessings also requires a willingness to accept help, guidance, and support from the universe and others. Embracing your blessings means allowing yourself to be supported, knowing that you do not have to carry the weight of the world on your own. When you open yourself to receiving, you allow the universe to work in partnership with you, bringing the people, resources, and opportunities you need to move forward. Another key element of embracing the fullness of your blessings is sharing. True abundance is not about hoarding wealth or success for yourself, it's about sharing it with others. When you experience abundance, whether in terms of time, love, or resources, it is important to share it with those around you. This is the law of circulation. What you give, you receive. By sharing your blessings, you create a flow of energy that keeps the cycle of abundance moving, both in your life and in the lives of others. As you embrace the fullness of your blessings, you begin to see that they are not just material or external. True spiritual blessings encompass all areas of your life: emotional well-being, inner peace, loving relationships, creative fulfillment, and a sense of purpose. The more you live in alignment with your true self, the more these blessings flow naturally into your life. They are the result of living in harmony with your highest good and with the universal laws that govern all life. Living fully in your blessings also means embracing the present moment. Too often, we are focused on what we don't have or what we have yet to achieve, but true abundance is found in the present moment. When you stop looking for happiness or fulfillment in the future and instead fully embrace the blessings of now, you realize that you are already living a life of abundance. The more present you are, the more you experience the richness of life. This awareness of the fullness of your blessings brings with it a sense of peace. Peace is the natural state that arises when you fully embrace the blessings in your life, knowing that everything you need is already here, already within you. You begin to let go of the stress, worry, and anxiety that often arise from feeling that something is missing. When you are at peace with what you have, you attract more of what you need, and the blessings you desire flow into your life with ease. In embracing the fullness of your blessings, you step into a life of abundance and fulfillment. You recognize that you are not separate from the universe, but that you are an integral part of it. As you align with the flow of spiritual blessings, you realize that life is a constant exchange of giving and receiving. The more you embrace this flow, the more you experience the beauty, joy, and peace that come with it. As you continue on your journey, remember that embracing the fullness of your blessings is a daily practice. It requires mindfulness, gratitude, and openness to receive. But as you embrace the blessings in your life, both big and small, you will find that your life becomes a reflection of the abundant universe. And the more you embrace this abundance, the more you will see it reflected in every area of your life, bringing you greater peace, joy, and fulfillment.